Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class. So, previous lesson we learned chapter number 7. Yes, which we learned? We learned about the Mauryas and Kushans. Yes, however, you know, government already reduced your portion. According to that, we people are going to study now. Yes, in this lesson also, the Guptas and Vardhanas also, we will learn only the part of Guptas. But here, government reduced the part of Vardhanas. Okay, so here we are not going to learn about Vardhanas. Yes, Vardhana dynasty we are not going to learn. Okay, so without wasting time, let us move for the lesson only. So in this chapter, we people used to learn about the importance Gupta rulers and their political achievements, their contribution to literature and science, the famous rulers, expansion and growth of Gupta Empire. Yes. So next point, the growth of Vardhanas. This one we are not going to learn here. The growth of Vardhanas and their contributions to literature and education. We are not going to learn here. Yes. So let us move for the next point, the Guptas. Yes. Here the Guptas. Guptas means one of the dynasty who were ruled the India. Yes. After Maurya and Kushanas, the empire of Guptas arose. Arose means they started to rule the India. Yes. Who? Guptas. After the dynasties of Maurya and Kushanas, the Gupta dynasty arose in our India. After the collapse of Maurya Empire, the northern India was ruled by Kushanas and the southern India was ruled by Shatavahanas. When Kushanas used to rule in the part of northern India, at the same time, Shatavahanas also ruled the half part of India, that is southern India. Okay, northern India was ruled by Kushanas in the same way, means in the same time Shatavahanas were also ruled southern part of India. Yes, both the empires ended by the mid-3rd century Common Era. Yes, both empires means Kushanas and Shatavahanas. Both empires were ended by the mid-3rd century Common Era. Yes, next comes. Okay, on the desktop you can see Kushana Empire. Okay, and in the another one side the Gupta Empire also you people can see that. Yes, Guptas were the Gupta were the federatory rulers of Kushanas. They were ruling in the present Uttar Pradesh. Guptas were ruled the present Uttar Pradesh and established the base for a vast empire after the decline of Kushana. Yes, after the decline of Kushanas, Guptas were ruled our India. That also at present we can say the state of Uttar Pradesh. Yes, after the Kushanas established the base for a vast empire after the decline of Kushana. Who? Gupta Empire or Gupta dynasty also we can say. Yes, you can see on the desktop the yellow part. Okay, in the right side of the desktop in Gupta Empire map, the yellow part, those all the places where belongs to the Gupta Empire. Yes, next, their ruler kept North India united from 335 Common Era to 455 Common Era. Who? Their ruler. Their means Gupta rulers. Yes, kept North India united from 335 Common Era to 455 Common Era. Yes, still also we people are going to learn about Guptas only. Yes, see what colorful pictures you got now. Yes, in the left side of the desktop you can see the Gupta Empire, how the Gupta Empire was extended its dynasty, and to the right side you can see the Gupta Golden Era. Why the Gupta Empire was called as the Golden Era. Yes, those all the things we can see on the desktop. Yes, see. The Gupta dynasty came into power by 275 Common Era. Sri Gupta is the founder of this dynasty. Who? 275 Common Era. Sri Gupta was the founder of the Gupta dynasty. Yes, he was the first person of the Gupta dynasty. Yes, also we can say him as he was the founder of Gupta dynasty. Who? Sri Gupta. Yes, they started their rule from Prayaga. Yes, who? This Gupta dynasty or this Gupta ruler, Sri Gupta, who was the founder of Gupta dynasty, he were started Gupta empire from Prayaga. Yes, Prayag, it is none other than, it's a name of the place. Yes, later Guptas made Pataliputra as their capital. Yes, later Guptas made Pataliputra as their capital. Earlier also, in previous lesson also, we learned about this Pataliputra. Yes, Maurya dynasty has a capital of Pataliputra. Yes, Pataliputra was the capital of Maurya dynasty. Yes, so here also when Maurya dynasty declined and also Kushana dynasty also declined at the time, Sri Gupta established the Gupta dynasty, and again this Pataliputra only become a Gupta dynasty. Yes, Pataliputra remained the capital of a vast Gupta empire. Yes, Guptas encouraged religion, art, literature and science during their period. Yes, now comes the part sources of references. Sources of references. Which all are the sources are references? Yes, let us see those also. Yes, see one by one very colorfully you can see on the desktop. There were 7 sources. Yes, the first source. The following sources are useful to know about Guptas. Okay, how we needs to know that the Guptas ruled our northern part of India. Yes, for that source we are going to read now. Yes, the first source is Pillar inscription of Allahabad. Pillar inscription of Allahabad, and second one pillar inscription of Mehrauli, and the third one Vishakadatta's Mudra Rakshasa and Devi Chandragupta. Yes, next Rajashekara's poetics, and the fifth one Kalidasa's literary works, and the sixth one Kaumudi celebration of Vijike, and the seventh one the writing of Fahiana and Itsing. Yes, see, these are 7 sources used to tell us about the chapter of the Gupta. Means how the Gupta empire become an important ruler among Indian rulers, and also how they contributed themselves for the literature and also science. Yes, how they ruled the northern part of India, and how they become and how they established their dynasty. Yes, through the overall north part. Yes, these all the things we will learn by using these sources. Yes, there were 7 sources. By using these 7 sources people used to learn about Gupta dynasty. Yes, so let us move for the next page, that is Chandragupta 1. Don't get confusion between you already learned Chandragupta also. Chandragupta, who used to come in Maurya dynasty, who is a founder of Maurya dynasty, Chandragupta Maurya. Yes, in Gupta dynasty also Chandragupta will come, but this Chandragupta was different, and that Mauryan dynasty Chandragupta Maurya was different. Okay, if we used to need to understand these things, if you people will write Chandragupta, okay, that person belongs to Gupta dynasty. Okay, if you people used to write Chandragupta Maurya, Chandragupta Maurya you people used to write, then he belongs to the Maurya dynasty. Yes, this is only the difference between Chandragupta Maurya and Chandragupta. In this way you people can identify both rulers. Yes, so let us know about Chandragupta 1. Yes, who is the second ruler of the Gupta dynasty. Yes, Chandragupta I is identified as the first historical person of Guptas. Yes, he is a first historical person. Yes, according to the sources and according to the Guptas. But Sri Gupta was the person who used to founder of the Gupta dynasty. Yes, Sri Gupta was the first person who established the Gupta dynasty, but according to the sources and historical sources, the Chandragupta I, he only became a first historical person of Guptas, because he only established, means he only extended the dynasty of Gupta dynasty. Yes, he married Lichavi princess. Who? Chandragupta I. Yes, he married Lichavi princess Kumara Devi. Yes, see, one circle is rotating again and again to the Lichavi. Yes, he married who? Chandragupta I married Lichavi princess Kumara Devi. Yes, this strengthened the status and power of Guptas. Yes, that only become the strength and the power of Gupta dynasty. When Chandragupta I married the Lichavi princess Kumara Devi, that Lichavi family also belongs to the Gupta dynasty. They also used to support the Chandragupta I. Okay. With the ascendance of Chandragupta to throne in 319 to 20 Common Era, the Gupta era were started. Yes, according to the Chandragupta I, when he throned means when he got the Pattabhisheka, you can say like that. Yes, when he became a ruler of the Gupta dynasty, or when he got the throne in 319 to 20 Common Era, at that time Gupta era were started. Okay, earlier only we used to learn about before Common Era and Common Era. These only two things we people are going to learn. Okay, now onwards, when Gupta dynasty were established, when Chandragupta throne in 319 to 20 Common Era, at that time Gupta era were started. Now comes Samudragupta, one of the famous and very important ruler of Gupta dynasty. Yes, he is none other than Samudragupta. Yes, he ruled Samudragupta were ruled Gupta dynasty from 335 to 380 Common Era. 335 to 380 Common Era. Yes. So let us know about one of the greatest king of Gupta dynasty. He is none other than Samudragupta. Okay. After the Chandragupta, we see his son Chandragupta. Isn't it? No. After the Chandragupta I, we see his son Samudragupta. Yes. Samudragupta was the son of Chandragupta. Like that also we can say. Okay. See, one sentence only I used to jumbled, or I used to tell it in a various sentence. Okay. By using important two words only, two names only, we can rose more than 2 or 3 sentences. Okay. See, his achievements have been commemorated in the Allahabad Prashasti written by Harisena. Yes, his achievements. Harisena. Let me tell you about Harisena. Harisena was the Prime Minister of Chandragupta. Yes, he was the Prime Minister of Harisena. Yes, in the courtyard of Chandragupta. Isn't it? No, Samudragupta. Yes, don't forget that. Understood? Next, his achievements have been commemorated, means his achievements. Samudragupta's, what all are the achievements are there, how he used to establish or how he used to extended his Gupta dynasty. Those all the important things and the points were written in the Allahabad Prashasti. Who were written this one? Harisena was the writer of the Allahabad Prashasti. Yes, we can say Prashasti also, even we can say Prashati also. Both are same. Prashati, Prashasti. Okay. See, Allahabad Prashasti was the work of Harisena, and in that Allahabad Prashati, the achievements of Samudragupta, who is also called the Napoleon of India. Yes, next one. In this is in Sanskrit. Which one? Allahabad Prashati. This is in Sanskrit language and has been inscribed on Ashoka's pillar. Yes, That Allahabad was in Sanskrit language. Yes, and also it has been inscribed on Ashoka's pillar. Yes, most part of India was under the rule of the Guptas during the time of Samudragupta. Yes, the Ashwamedha Yaga, one of the Yaga. Yes, his Ashwamedha Yaga brings to mind the Vedic rituals and traditions. Yes, not only that, Samudragupta was not just a conqueror but a great poet and a lover of music too. He was not just a conqueror, even he was a great poet and also a lover of music. Yes, you can see on the desktop two coins were there. On both two coins, they used to tell us that, okay, tell us that Samudragupta was lover of music, because on that coin we can see the minted picture of the Samudragupta. Yes, his passion for music can be seen in the gold coins which depict him playing on the veena. Yes, next comes Chandragupta II. Next comes Chandragupta II, who ruled 380 to 412 Common Era. Yes, okay, Chandragupta Vikramaditya, also we can say him, also Chandragupta II. Okay, he is we used to identify him by the two names, Chandragupta Vikramaditya and also Chandragupta II. Yes, who was the son of Samudragupta. Yes, Chandragupta II expanded the kingdom of Samudragupta and brought stability. He defeated the Shakas and made Western India a part of Gupta Empire. During the Chandragupta Vikramaditya, Shakas were defeated by him, and also he made Western India a part of Gupta dynasty. He developed relationships with many Indian royal families through marriage and became very influential. He earned the title of Vikramaditya. Have you got Chandragupta to his original name? When he became an influenced person, when he developed the relationship with many Indian royal families, at that time he got the title of Vikramaditya. From there onwards, we used to identify him as the name of Chandragupta Vikramaditya. Yes. Next comes, his reign is memorable more for the encouragement given to literature and art rather than for its battles. Yes, the famous Sanskrit poet and the dramatist Kalidasa belonged to this age. Okay, during the period of Chandragupta II or Chandragupta Vikramaditya, we can see the famous Sanskrit poet and the dramatist. He is none other than Kalidasa. Okay, this Kalidasa only used to call as a Kaviratna Kalidasa when he used to come to the Karnataka and when he took a place in Krishnadevaraya. Yes, next. Meghaduta, Raghuvamsha, Kumara Sambhava and Ritu Samhara are his poems. Whose? Kalidasa's poems. Yes, Abhignana Shakuntala is one of his noteworthy dramas. Abhignana Shakuntala was the noteworthy drama. It's a drama. Yes, so Kalidasa's poems are Meghaduta, Raghuvamsha, Kumara Sambhava and Ritu Samhara. These were the poems of Kalidasa, and Abhignana Shakuntala was the drama of Kalidasa. Okay, we also can see call him as a Mahakavi Kalidasa. Okay, he was a classical Sanskrit writer, widely regarded as the greatest poet and dramatist in the Sanskrit language. Which language? Sanskrit language. Yes. Shudraka Mrichakatika, Shudraka, Mrichakatika and Vishakadatta's Mudra Rakshasa are the other literary works of this spirit. Mrichakatika and Shudra Rakshasa. Yes, Mrichakatika, Shudra Rakshasa's Mrichakatika. Shudra Rakshasa, he was a person and his work Mrichakatika. Yes, Vishakadatta, he was a person and his work is Mudra Rakshasa. And next comes, let me display the whole thing on the desktop, then we'll go for the explanation. Yes, see, the Gupta Empire was subjected to continual attacks of the Huns and thus soon declined. The Guptas did not have a fully occupied large army. The Guptas did not have a fully occupied large army. The king's vassals would fulfill the requirements during times of war. Hence, the vassals had become very powerful. The bureaucracy consisted of Kumara Amatyas. They had various positions. The administration was decentralized. The administration was decentralized. Yes. Now again, one more thing. Okay, clearly, what all pictures you people are able to see on the desktop, please see those all the pictures very carefully. Okay, that's all where belongs to the Gupta dynasty only. The preachers received many grants. They would be granted many villages. Many temples saw development due to this. These are not only enjoyed financial and administrative concession, but also become independent in all matters. However, over a period of time, the inhabitants, farmers, artisans become to be controlled by the landlords. Here landlords means, I will tell you, let me complete this paragraph. Landlords, in this way, society grew more and more complex. See, landlord means in particular village which person is having a largest part of land, for that person used to call as a landlord. Yes. Next comes, during the Gupta period, the trade that Guptas had with the westerns collapsed. Consequently, their economic system suffered. The restrictions imposed on their empire obstructed their internal trade too. Trade was limited to villages. Yes, the collapse of trade led to the decline of the city centers. Pataliputra got reduced to the size of a village. Yes. Next comes, see, on the desktop you can see some of the persons. Yes, let me tell you who all are they. Yes, this period witnessed a great highest in the creation of various devotional and religious texts like the Puranas and the Dharma Shastras. Yes, Varahamihira, Bhaskara, Aryabhata, Charaka and Sushruta were the great scientists of this time. This time is the period of Guptas. Yes, the first person name is Varahamihira, second person is Bhaskara and the third person is Aryabhata, fourth one Charakam, the last and the fifth person is Sushruta. Yes, these all belongs to the period of the Gupta dynasty. Yes, they all are a great scientists. Next comes, the last part of the lesson, that is none other than Varahamihira, Bhaskara and Aryabhata made significant contribution to the study of astrology, astronomy and mathematics. Yes, who? Let me repeat once again. Varahamihira, Bhaskara and Aryabhata made significant contributions to the study of astrology, astronomy and mathematics. Yes. Next, Charaka wrote Charaka Samhite. Charaka wrote Charaka Samhite and Sushruta wrote Sushruta Samhita. Okay. Charaka wrote Charaka Samhita, Sushruta wrote Sushruta Samhita, which dealt with surgery. Yes. Now onwards means in nowadays you people are able to see in hospitals the surgeons used to do a what operations. Okay, those all kind of operation systems were written in this Sushruta Samhita. The first person who used to do the operation, yes, in the whole world, he is none other than Sushruta only. He was the father of this operation. Okay, for that operation only, in Sanskrit, in English we used to tell it as a operation, but in Sanskrit word and in Kannada we used to tell it as a Sushruta. Yes, understood. So Sushruta wrote Sushruta Samhita, which dealt with surgery. Yes, up to here you people will learn. So in the next after, let me tell this point, after the decline of Gupta Empire, we used to learn about Vardhanas. But however guys, you people know that during this COVID-19, or the reason of this COVID-19, government has decided to reduce your portion. Reduce means some of the points which you people are able to learn in the higher class, means 9th and 10th, there you people will learn these things. Okay, for this COVID-19, government some of the points were deleted from your syllabus. Okay, according to that only we people are going to teach you the lesson. Okay, in the next session we will go for the another one lesson, that is South India, Satavahanas, Kadambas and Gangas. Yes, so until then, take care of yourself, watch video without skipping. Okay, then after watching the video, send a notes, make your own notes and send it through the Google app only. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.